In a quiet French village, far from the glittering life of Paris, lives a young doctor named Charles Bovary. He is kind, gentle, and simple, the sort of man who follows rules, works hard, and asks for little more than peace. One day, Charles is called to a nearby farm to treat a patient, and there he meets Emma Bovary, the farmer's beautiful daughter. She is graceful, elegant, and full of charm, unlike anyone he has ever met. To Charles, she seems like a dream, to Emma, he seems like a way out of boredom. Soon, they marry, and so begins the story of Madame Bovary. At first, Emma believes that marriage will bring excitement and love, the kind she has always read about in romantic novels filled with castles, carriages, and moonlit kisses. But after the wedding, she finds herself trapped in a small provincial town. Her husband loves her sincerely, but he is dull and ordinary. The house feels quiet and lifeless, the days pass in the same routine. Emma begins to realize that reality is nothing like her dreams. She thought marriage meant passion and poetry, but it only brings stillness. To escape her boredom, Emma decorates her home with beautiful things, reads romantic books, plays piano, and stares out the window, imagining grand parties, handsome men, and the glitter of Paris. Her imagination grows restless. When Charles takes her to a high-society ball at a nobleman's mansion, she is dazzled by the luxury, the chandeliers, the music, the perfume, the dancing. For one magical night, she feels alive, like she belongs in that world of beauty and passion. But when she returns home, the silence of her village feels unbearable. One day, Emma meets Rodolphe Boulanger, a wealthy, charming landowner. He sees her longing eyes and gentle manners, and he decides to seduce her. Rodolphe whispers the words Emma has always wanted to hear, of passion, adventure, and love. Soon, she falls deeply into his arms. Their affair fills her world with excitement and danger. She believes she has finally found true love, the life she dreamed of. She plans to run away with Rodolphe, leaving everything behind. But when the moment comes, Rodolphe betrays her. He leaves her a letter of farewell, cold and cowardly. Emma collapses in heartbreak. For weeks, she lies ill, near death, her heart crushed by disappointment. Years pass. Emma becomes quieter, but her hunger for love never dies. She meets Léon Dupuis, a young law clerk who once admired her from afar. When they meet again in the city of Rouen, their passion rekindles. Unlike Rodolphe, Léon is gentle and sincere, and Emma feels young again. They begin a secret affair, meeting in hotels, exchanging letters, living their fantasy of romance. But even this love fades. Slowly, Emma grows tired of the secrecy and the lies. She wants more, always more, but nothing ever fills her emptiness. Meanwhile, Emma's desire for luxury leads her into debt. She buys dresses, jewelry, and furniture she cannot afford. A cruel merchant named Leroux keeps giving her credit, and when she cannot pay, he demands everything. Terrified of losing her home and reputation, Emma turns desperately to her lovers for help, but both Rodolphe and Léon refuse her. Her dreams crumble into dust. With no money, no love, and no hope left, Emma makes a final, desperate choice. She swallows poison, a white powder she once saw at the pharmacist's shop. Her death is slow and painful. As she suffers, she whispers names, memories, regrets. Outside, the church bells ring, cold and distant. Charles finds her dying, and his heart breaks beyond repair. He never knew about her lovers, only that she was the love of his life. After her death, he discovers her letters, the truth of her betrayals. He dies not long after, of sorrow. Madame Bovary is not a story of true love, it is a story of false dreams and the tragedy of wanting too much. Emma Bovary wanted to live a romantic fantasy, but in chasing illusion, she destroyed her reality. Her story reminds us that life is not a novel, and real love is found not in grand gestures, but in truth, simplicity, and understanding.